Sompino.
Well, you're recording, eh?
Nana.
Okay.
You've been sunshine in my life for the time I've known you, been a peace of mind every time we've shared together. I pray you remain sunshine, light in your home, to your husband, to your children, and to the people around you.
8, 9, 10.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, the new bride. Okay, today I'm here to record a video that I want to keep. This is going to be my memory bank that every time I feel like a certain way, I'll just be coming back to record. I'm going to do 2 videos, and the first one is going to be going out to my friends, my girls. Finally, I can say that. If you know me, if we've grown up together, you know, that is not my cup of tea. That is not something I will casually speak about or share about because to start with, I am born alone as a girl. I don't have sisters. Me and my cousins are not really close. We are not like intertwined, that we don't have any relationship. When I went to school, I left school when I was like 12, so didn't get a chance to make a lot of friends that have stayed. Went to another local school which has now closed, that most of us are scattered. I know one lucky, but we are not also like close friends. I went to nursing school. I fell out with my friends in 2017. So I almost came to terms with the fact that I'm not a friends person. I am not one who relies on people. And if you've been close to me, you probably have seen those traits in how I do things. I have so many people around me, but I do not consider a lot of them my friends. So I'm just always there. Like someone asks you, what are you going to do for your birthday? I don't know because I'm a homebody. I don't have a lot of friends. I'm not outgoing. I am a mom now. So there's not a lot of things I can do, but this particular season, I don't want to forget it. And that is why I had to jump out of whatever I was doing. I was sleeping half the days, but I wanted to record this so that I do not get to forget that even if anything ever happens between the girls and I, which I hope won't, because now we understand, we are old, we can talk through things. Not like back in the day where I used to want to recruit people to be my sisters or my cousins or like really tight buddies. Now we can easily coexist. That I don't get to forget this season. I don't get to just erase it because it's so much easier. Someone does something and you're like, oh my God, how dare you? And then you forget all the other good things they've done. It's very much easy. I've been there and I cannot say that I'll never be back there. But I hope that when I do, I'll look back at this day and know that this has ever happened. So I had a bridal shower. Oh, I'm pregnant. That's why I keep on confusing the two. I had a bridal shower a few days to my wedding, like 2 weeks, I think. And it was a surprise. So here's the story time. If you don't have coffee, you don't have any kind of alcohol that you consume, you don't have tea, you don't have soda, just lay back on a pillow and let's go for a ride. But before we do that, if you haven't subscribed yet, please go on ahead and subscribe, like this video, comment your experience as a person, share with other people, and yeah, let's celebrate this with me. When I knew about the wedding, I started planning. I'm not a micromanager, but like I've given you the background, I'm not one who relies on people a lot, and I work within my means. So we started planning the wedding, and I told a few of my friends around who I felt comfortable with. One thing about me again is I must feel you for you to be close to me. So I told those people about this particular thing. And then later on, I was like, maybe we should have like a rehearsal dinner or like a dinner, because I did not expect a bridal shower, because that is something usually people who have like workmates, people who have like OGs, people who have like many cousins or many friends expect from those friends. I did not expect that. So I was willing to host it at the studio. So we were supposed to bring each a bundle of flowers. I was supposed to provide vases, and then we'd have drinks. I would cook food. And we'd just come in and celebrate, have karaoke, drink. People who drank stronger drinks would drink. Us who are on water and inshallah would also go that way. So one time we are doing a wedding meeting, our first wedding meeting, 2 weeks towards the wedding. And my friends tell me that they saw how tired I was because I catered for the meeting. And they were like, no, this cannot be happening. So they cocooned together and opened a group and started talking on how they can surprise me. And for the very first time in 30 years, I did not suspect anything from especially girls. My husband has ever surprised me on set. He sent me flowers on Valentine's and I did not see it coming. Only opened the box and saw his handwriting and my name and I was like, oh my God, on set. I wish I could get that footage, by the way. So fast forward, the day I had given them, which was a Thursday, my husband tells me, apparently he had talked to one of them and they said on Thursday we're having this and this, want you to keep her busy, da 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 da. Then I was like, no, I've booked out the studio for Thursday. So he comes and he sits there and he's like, by the way, what are you doing this week? Like, how is your week going to run? So I tell him and then I tell him on Thursday there's going to be a bridal shower which we are going to have at the studio. And he's like, no, the studio is booked on Thursday. And I'm like, who is the client? He tells me, like, she can't budge. He's like, no, she can't because she has this particular activity on this day, then this day, then this day. So the next day that was going to be free was going to be like next week, like a few days to the wedding. So I was like, it's okay, we can just cancel this thing because what is it for anyway? So I go back to the group. I tell them, you guys, I'm so sorry. They've booked the studio. We can just chill this. And then they're like, oh, so fast forward, the day of the bridal shower, it was a Thursday. Irene calls me to town and she's like, let's go shoe shopping. We get shoes for, bridal shoes. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I go. I did not suspect anything. And then we go downtown. She keeps on rushing me. She's like, I want to take you to a good dinner place. And then I ask her, where are we going? She's like, don't mind. I'm the one. It's my beer. I'm going to take you. You don't have to worry. You don't have to manage or bring suggestions again. This time round, just chill. And Noreen was in the plan. So I had been up at her shop waiting for Irene to bring me food. And she was just there, not saying anything. Meanwhile, she was shopping for her dress. They had the dress code, all browns. So we go downtown. I'm shopping for all these things. I'm looking for things. I'm not getting them. Irene is like, we need to go now. And I'm like, it's just dinner. And then we had a shoot. The video you saw, if you watched my previous video, we had planned to shoot it with Ashraf. So I text him. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it earlier, but I give you my word, 8 p.m. I'll be there. And then he's like, okay, cool. So I tell Irene, can't we push this dinner sometime? Because it's coming to almost 6:30. By the time we sit down, order, these Kampala restaurants, if it's not Javas, it's going to take you 30 minutes, 35. Then we are going to be eating while rushing. It's 7:30. I have to leave and go for a shoot and I have to prepare. And then she's like, no. We still have time. We have a lot of time, in fact. And I'm like, no, we do not. It's almost 8 p.m. already. So she's like, I ask, where are we going? She's like, get a border to take your things home. I'm like, no, I'm not paying twice. Tell me where we are going. I carry my things, leave them at the gate or the reception. We go in, have the dinner. Meanwhile, I look homeless. I hope they can send me the footage. I'm putting on a kaftan, a hoodie, and I have my cross bag and my shoes. They are plastic shoes, so I'm all dusty. We've been downtown. Meanwhile, Irene is so smart. She's putting on jeans, a cute brown top, a belt. She was even putting on her sambas. And I'm like, who even wears these shoes downtown? They would beat you up one day. Anyway, so she's like, I ask, where are we going? Tell me. So she's like, we're going to a place called Namaste. And I'm like, Irene, the whole day, Irene, you've been telling me we are going for a fancy dinner, very good dinner, and I'm asking where we are going right now, you're telling me Namaste. Match yourself, correct yourself, come correct. And I'm like, so Lucky has also recruited you. We have a friend called Lucky. She loves the place so much. They sell Indian food. So I asked her, do you like Indian food? Because you sell Indian food at your restaurant. So do you like Indian food? She's like, they've been telling me about the place. Me, I explore. I want to go and explore. I'm like, this one is going to take me on a food adventure. I've already eaten in that place, so let's just go. She's excited about it. I don't want to make her feel bad. I'm the one who made her walk. Let's just go to Namaste. I know what I want to order, so we just eat sharp and I go. First of all, it's on my way home. So we go, we reach Namaste. Irene is not like, she walked in on me at lunch with my bag. This bag, I got it when I was in Zanzibar. It's from the collection, if you've been there. And I asked Irene, who gave you my bag? Irene tells me, you're not the only person who has this bag. These things are sold downtown. I mean, read on the bag. They are not sold downtown. It's not your downtown shopping bags. Read on it. It's like, are you the only person who has been to Zanzibar? And don't gaslight me. I know my thing when I see it. So I'm like, okay, Irene is my friend. I do not want to push the button so much. Maybe when she came for the meeting, she wanted to carry something and wasn't sure how to take it, so she took the bag. But now I'm asking her, I know she doesn't want to tell me that she took the bag. So what she had done earlier on, she had called my husband to pack my clothes, because I had bought a few dresses, to pack for me clothes, hair, shoes, and a few other things that I would need. So the husband had sent them in my bag. So when we are leaving, I'm asking Erin, where's your Zanzibar bag, madam? You who goes to Zanzibar and gets the same things as me. Where is it? She's like, someone took it. I'm like, who took it? I need it, by the way. When you're done picking your things, I need it. She's like, but you're not the only person who goes to Zanzibar. Me, I know how I got it. And that's how sentimental I am. So I'm like, I will ask you one more time to give me back my bag. So we got to Namaste anyway. And when we reached there, I talked to the waitress. We want to sit somewhere, like down, not upper. Because, yes, one thing about me is if I eat in a restaurant and I go back, it's like the very first time I sit somewhere, that becomes my spot. That is where I want to sit again. So the spot I had sat on with Lucky, there were some other people who were seated there, and I'm like, my spot is taken, take us down. Like, not up this. I don't want to see people who have stolen my spot when they are eating, and we're also eating. So Irene keeps on, I think, blinking, but I don't even at any point get a memo of anything. So in my mind, I'm like, if you had a reservation, if you had like a dinner plan, you would be taking the lead. But you don't even look like you're the one who knows this place. I'm the one who's taking you. So anyway, we slope down. The madam tries to take us to this corner. And then I see women, girls, they, you know how Kampala girls be smart? Like, they wake up in the morning, do their makeup, they put on high heels, casually. They can provoke. They put on high heels, they do their nails. These nails are from the wedding, but I am tired. It's like 2 days later and I am tired. They put on their nails that like rich here, they do jewelry, and they are all bling bling. And remember, these guys have like candles on the table, they have flowers. So I tell the waiter, don't take us in those women. Do not even sit us close to them. You find us another place in the other side where we're like secluded, only us, we can have our banter. And then the madam continues walking towards them. And I'm like, oh, we are not with those people. Let's find another spot the other side. And then she's like, Irene keeps on saying, no, we are with them. And I said, no, we are not with them. So I reach the second cabin and I see Miriam. I had talked to Miriam to come and cover photography for my bridal shower and attend. So she would come earlier and then we have banter. I have good rapport with Miriam. So we talk a lot, spiritual things, life things, a lot of things. I was like, you would come earlier before everyone comes and then we can film this whole experience together. And then she tells me, Rita, I am working on Thursday at church. I cannot think I will be able to make it. If I do, I have to leave by 4. So the first eye I throw falls on Miriam. And I'm like, what is she doing here? So I'm like, as if wanting to wave, you don't know those people. So I just want to wave and be like, oh, hi, Miriam, I've seen you. What are you doing here, first of all? Aren't you supposed to be at church? So anyway, I see she's recording me. And I'm like, again, if you know me, I hate when people record me unprovoked. Someone you just go and meet for no reason. People who know me as Rita don't do that. People who know me as the cooking nurse usually do that, and I hate it. So when you meet me and you start recording, it's already a red flag. Like, we can't be friends together. Like, we can't even spend more minutes talking because you don't have basic manners. So I'm like, Miriam is not usually like that. She would know something like that. So I'm like, oh, hi, maybe she's also recording me to send it to me and be like, oh, I saw you there. So Irene continues meanwhile to these women's place. These women look good. Irene looks good. I see Debbie and Irene, they are matching. And then I'm like, first, hold up. Hold the space for me. What is happening here? So I look into the tent. I see Lucky. Lucky's arranging flowers. I see Rowena. She's seated pretty there. I see Brenda, all sexy. I see Watermelon Sugar. That is when I learned that her other name is Watermelon Sugar. Meanwhile, Maureen. I see Miriam. I see Debbie. I see Noreen hadn't come, and Martina. And I'm like, what is going on? And they give me the bag. Irene picks the Zanzibar bag and she's like, okay, here is your Zanzibar bag. Yeah, you're the only person who has it in Kampala. We accept, take it. And I'm like, what is going on here? And they're like, it's your bridal shower. Shut up. You people, I have never been dumbfounded. In my 30 years, I am always in control, always. And it was so difficult for me to believe that someone I have met as an adult could see me beyond. What melted my heart was when they started talking about me. It's not today. It's not today that I will be crying, because now I am a bride. So I will not be crying at all. But when we sat down, I went to the bathroom, I changed into the dress they had sent me. I put on hair because my hair was like all scattered. I changed into shoes. I came and sat down, and I had even a robe, this one, the sash that says bride to be. And I had never seen or imagined myself in that particular spot. I would see them on social media and I would smile and I'd be like, oh, this is so cute. But I'd never seen it for myself. I had never imagined myself in that particular. There are so many things I imagined myself clearly, like standing on a stage and giving a testimony and encouraging people. I see those things as clear as they can be, and sometimes they have come to pass, but I'd never seen that particular thing for me. So I'm like, okay, so if my husband was in on this, that means Ashraf was in on this, and that is why he was putting me on pressure to go for a shoot so that I can like rush. So I'm texting and I'm like, yo, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it for 8 p.m. The plot we had. What do you think? He's like, we have to shoot. I'm like, you don't know? Because I thought you were also a snitch. And then he's like, no, I don't know. But then my husband, who I was supposed to shoot with, was with him. So we're like, okay, can you guys come and like cover for us some memories? These days, I'm in the business of keeping memories. Like I want to keep as much as I can so that when I sit down, I don't have to scratch my head about my 30s or about my children when they were young. I can easily see them and remember how I felt in that particular moment, because that is how awake I am, at least to like know what was happening in this photo, in this time, in this video, at this particular moment. How heavy was my heart? How light was it? How happy I was? And that moment was one to keep in the books. The girls had the placards, you know, like how bridal showers, like normal ones, how they be. That is how it was. And I'm like, you people pulled off a surprise for me. And whatever the universe ever throws between any of us, I want you to know that that day it meant something. Oh, by the way, you can see how I'm emphasizing with the left hand, yeah? I knew you could see it. But yeah, to the girls who were on the bridal shower, I want you to know that I may be difficult to love. I may be hard to come around to some things that are usually normal, because I do not feel like I deserve a lot. And I'm breaking out of the cycle, and everything you told me on that day still sits heavy on my heart. And I hope that one day I can be as easy to love. Finella tells me I am actually easy to love. I just don't believe it yet. But half the time when someone does something cool for me, it's like, I don't think I deserve that. Like, what did I do that made you feel like I'm a good person and you should do this for me? But you people, every time one of you said something about me, I even remember you people used to take turns. We're taking turns, and my husband was recording those clips. I hope they are there and we can play them so we can keep them here together. Those words have confirmed something in my heart. They have made my heart so happy, and I promise I will be a good friend, okay? I'll be a good friend. I will not stop being brutally honest. I will not stop being the one who speaks the truth half the time. But I promise you, you have my right hand. I'll always have your back. No matter what happens, I want you to know that this day lives with me. Even if we shout, even if we break up, even if we fight, we can always come back to this day, and if it's still worth it, we can always amend it and make it work. And I really, really appreciate. Finally, I can get a chance at friendships. I can get a chance at sisterhood. I can get a chance at love unprovoked. And for that, I am forever grateful for you guys for choosing me in this midlife and choosing to show me that I am important, I am worthy, and I can be loved. And I do not want to cry so much, so I'm going to end this here, and I hope they can play the clips from that particular day, and we'll keep them forever. Thank you so much. I can't wait for your turn so that I can revenge. Bye. And if you haven't subscribed yet, touch your chest like this and say, I am a witch. 5 years almost, and you still haven't subscribed, but you still watch. You are the problem. Anyways, bye. Thank you so much. Martina is going to leave you to walk to Kauku.
I met Rita on Instagram. You know, I have friends who usually say I'm always on Instagram every time. But in most cases, I go to Instagram, one, to check Rita's status, like her story, because there's always something that I know she has put. One, if I'm in my sad mood, it's going to make me happy, and then we shall chat about it. But I met Rita on Instagram, and I thank God I did, because she's a true friend that I have, and I'm very grateful for the friendship. I've met her for, I don't think we're in 3 years. We have not yet met 3 years, but we should be in 3 years. And Rita, one, she's a very straightforward person. That I love about her, because she always tells me, Irene, this and this, it's not correct. And of course, at some point I get pissed, but she helps me a lot, because she gets to tell me exactly what I need to hear. Actually, not what I want to hear, but something that is going to help me as a person. Two, she's a loving person. For me, for the time I've known her, she's loving. She's someone, yes, she rarely texts like let's on WhatsApp, but if you start a conversation, we shall go deep into the details of even things I least expected her to ask me. So that's, I am really, really grateful for her. Yes, I've known her for a short time, and we don't get to like meet and chat, but when we meet and chat, she's going to be open to me, I'm going to be open to her. So that I love about, because it's very rare to meet someone and you get to open and talk to someone without actually knowing them inside and out. You don't even know how they're going to think about you, but Rita is that person you're going to talk to, and you will tell all your secrets, because you know, one, she's going to advise you correctly. Two, she's going to keep them, and she will actually keep reminding you of what you actually talked about and how you're handling it. That I love about her. There's so many things I love about Rita, like so many. Rita and Agri, I really want to wish you the best. First of all, marriage is something that is very beautiful. Very beautiful. I'm 3 months in it, but before I got into it, I've been around people who are married, and they always, you actually don't even hear them say, but you look at the couples I've been around with, you really see marriage is a beautiful thing. And second, it's ordained by God, really. I want you to embrace it. Rita, please take care of Agri, and Agri, take care of Rita, and make this beautiful. We shall live to tell stories even beyond this point.
Hello, people. My name is Deborah Nagasha Itabaza, and I'm Rita's friend. I've known Rita since 2017 during Miss Tourism, and it's been an amazing journey of friendship. She's a go-getter, she's selfless, and she's my accountability partner. Like, she'll push you to make sure you achieve everything that you set out to achieve. And one thing that I want to wish Rita for in this new journey that she's starting, I wish her the very best. I'm going to leave her with a verse, which is Psalms 23, that surely God's goodness and mercy will be with her all the days of her life. I know she will make an amazing wife. She's an amazing person. And Rita, thank you for being an amazing friend. I wish you all the best, and may God bless your new journey. May everything work out for the good. May God's favor be upon you. May God keep blessing every step that you take. Congratulations, Rita and Agri. I wish you the very best in your marriage, and I'm so happy for you. God bless you.
Hi, my name is Maureen, a friend to the couple, more especially the bride, Rita. I met Rita through social media, and one thing that stands out about Rita is she's very sweet. She has a very strong demeanor, and she sees things about you that you're not able to see yourself, and she'll bring out the best in you. She'll support you, she'll push you, she'll love you, she'll check on you, she'll crack jokes. She has a very good sense of humor. And to the couple, I tell you, love each other, be patient with each other, be very kind to each other, and stay happy always in the marriage. Communicate about anything that you are happy about and the things you're not happy about. Otherwise, I wish you the best, the very best in your marriage. May this marriage be a success, and may you be together forever and ever.
My name is Martina, a friend to Rita's. I met Rita through YouTube. We both had YouTube channels, and we later got to meet in Barara. Long story short, we became friends. What I love about Rita is her honesty. Rita is really brutally honest in a loving and caring way. I would like to wish her a beautiful and blissful marriage. Congratulations, Rita. I wish you all the best.
Hi, my name is Miriam Watsemba. I'm a documentary photographer, and I met Rita on Instagram. At first, I was attracted to her spirit. She has such a vibrant spirit, but most importantly, she's a very grounded soul. She is such a grounded person, and she's deeply spiritual in a way that is fascinating, in a way that is very warm and encouraging. So when we first met on Instagram, I just used to see her content, share a few jokes here and there. And then this one time, I was up country on an assignment, and I was recording things in the countryside, like basic homestead things, like people cutting sugarcane, people sorting coffee. And then I thought about someone who would understand the warmth or the vibrance, the spirit in the pictures I was taking. You know those things where we used to hang plates in the village, like utensils after washing them? Then you have like a cast-stand in the compound where you hang your plates. So I was taking a picture of a woman cutting sugarcane or that kind of thing. And after taking that picture, I was like, oh my God, there is no one right now in 2024 who can understand the warmth in this clip, in this picture, except the cooking nurse. So I tagged her on her stories, and it resonated with her, and I knew it would resonate with her. And then from there, I booked my first cooking class with her. And in the first cooking class I attended, it was a chicken class. The class ended at around 5 p.m. And then we got into a very effortless conversation that ended like at midnight. I remember coming back home at 1 a.m. And you know, it was one of those conversations where you leave and you feel full, You feel like clarity has come, you feel energized. You know, the times you talk to people and then by the time you leave, like maybe you feel exhausted or you feel like energy has left you. But like it was such a match of beautiful energy. By the time we left, everyone was just feeling like elated, elevated and things like that. And I feel like the relationship I have with her is a relationship that has not been forced. It has been effortless. It has been by a flow of energy. It's been in a way whereby you pick someone's spirit and they pick your spirit. You pick their energy and they pick your energy, and then it just connects. She has such a warm personality, a warm vibrancy, a warm energy. And just earlier we were talking and I was telling people that there is something about her that she has something about her that heals people, that restores things, that elevates things, that like brings things to life, you know. In the last cooking class we had, she shared a story about one of the participants in her class who came when she had deleted her Instagram because she was frustrated it was not growing. And then she told her, go back and open the page. So when the person went back home, by the time we're having this story, that person's page had now grown to like 30,000 followers. But more than that, the person had like found purpose for their page and they were doing so much good things with it. And coincidentally, that day I was in the class and she was sharing that story, I had also actually deleted my personal Instagram because it was not making sense for me to just be posting like selfies of myself, like without, you know, actual plot. Like, where is the business? Where is the plan? Where does it end? So when I heard that story, I was like, okay, let me go back and reopen this page. So I went back and reopened it. But during the class, I took some pictures of the things we're using for learning, like the food, the pastries, and I shared them with her. She really liked them. We posted them. And from that day, I can't explain how it translated, but Rita is such an experience of warmth, of goodness, of growth, that when you interact with her, you share in that experience. Like if you get a chance to interact with who she is, you share with that experience of goodness that you also find it happening in your life somehow. So I can't explain how it reconciled, but from that day, my Instagram started growing. But more than that, I found purpose for it. When you go on my Instagram, in my bio, I've written photographing the essence in everyday living. And this is something I was doing all along, but somehow it was not reconciled. There was something missing that wasn't reconciled. And I just hung out with Rita like twice or once. And something clicked. I don't know what it is, but something clicked and it made sense. And from that time, we had the class, which was about, I think, a month ago. I have made at least 3 million shillings from my Instagram, doing the same thing I used to do. But there's just something I can't put in words. The only way I can put it that everyone else sort of, everyone else sort of agreed to, is the fact that there is something about her that just brings things to life. One of her friends, she's called Debbie, right? One of her friends, Debbie, said that 10 years ago, Rita used to like encourage her and tell her, no, you can't be a soft person, you need to stand up for yourself and all these things. So when Debbie was talking, she said that Rita helped her become a kind of person who stands up for herself, the kind of person who is not afraid, that when she went out into the world and it was competitive, she was somehow ready for it because Rita had done that for her. So I find that the same thing Rita was doing for her best friend 10 years ago is the same thing she's doing for other people in different ways. I don't know what to call that thing, but what I know is it's something about her that restores things, something about her that brings things to life, something about her that elevates things, that heals things, that gives hope to things. And it's a testimony through all her friends, as you're going to hear them talking about the way they've experienced her. And all of that summed up, translating into now the new chapter of her life where she's getting married. I am persuaded that Rita's home, Rita's husband, Rita's children, her house cannot lack, because there's something about her that is able to make other people. And that thing cannot fail to make her home. That thing cannot fail to make her husband. That thing cannot fail to raise her children. Congratulations, Rita, and we wish you the very best.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lucky, also known as Midwife Howell. I'm Rita's friend. I usually tell people that I am her self-appointed bestie because our relationship started in a very, very, very funny way. You know, coming from someone that used to admire her so much, her energy. I did not know her physically until 2023 through a friend. So I was working up country and I loved her so much. I would always see her videos on YouTube and I would tell our mutual friend that, oh my God, I love that girl so much. If you ever get a chance to meet her, tell her that I love her. So one day I am up country and then my friend calls me and tells me I was with a cooking nurse and she wanted to say hello. I was literally starstruck. So I didn't get a chance to say hello because that day I didn't have my phone. Then I come to Kampala. So my birthday last year, that friend of mine was apparently broke. So she knew that the only thing that would make me happy was Rita writing for me a message and posting me. Of course, as someone that I loved so much, she knew that it would mean so much to me. So I go on Instagram, and the cooking nurse had written a whole paragraph with one of my favorite pictures, and she was, you know, wishing me a happy birthday, telling me how I carry so much light, how I have done a good job by, you know, being a midwife. And it was so beautiful. I think I still have that screenshot with me, and I think that's the thing that made my birthday for last year. So of course, from there a conversation started. I went in her DMs and I thanked her. And one thing about Rita is, in as much as she looks tough out here, she's a very, very soft person on the inside if you get to know her. So one day she was hosting the good old days, and I tell her, oh, by the way, you could host me. And I tell the world about my stories of growing up in poverty, jokingly. I didn't even think that she would really accept. You know, when you see those Instagram celebrities, or you're just a random girl from Kabale, you don't know those things. But when I sent her the message, it's like, okay, I am going to host you. So she called me around, and I went to her studio. And I remember that Monday, it felt like I had known her forever. We sat in that studio, did the interview. But even after the interview, she felt so warm. It's like I had known her forever. And I kept on telling her, I am your self-appointed friend. And our friendship was so funny that I kept on pushing. You see the way someone can dry on you, like you glue on someone until they just love you. That was my friendship with Rita. I had to tie myself on her until she just started to love me, because I'd keep on involving her in my things, calling her, sending her messages. And I think one day she was like, you know what, let me just love this girl. And ours has been a journey of so much learning, I would say, and patience. I tell Rita that I fear her to this day, because I don't know how she's going to react even after seeing this. But she is one person that I know I can actually call at 3 a.m. and she will give me a solution to whatever it is. Like, there are scenarios where I've gone through things, and I know if I tell Rita that I messed up, she will not judge me. We shall look for a solution together. Her honesty. I was telling my friends that I fear lying to Rita. Even when we are making her bridal shower, I was scared that she'd get me, because she is too honest that you cannot lie to her. You feel guilty when you lie to her. So, and the fact that she's so real, I think one of the other reasons that made me want to be her friend is how she does not run away from her past. In a world where all of us are trying to take good pictures for the gram, we are trying to, you know, showcase our good homes and all that, Rita is going to go in Ishaka and she'll take a picture of her grass-thatched house and she will post it. She'll take a picture of her grandmother who is stepping on foot and she will post it. She will take a picture of firewood and she will post it. So there is that realness that comes that most of us are trying to run away from. Yet she has embraced it, and she has embraced her past. And it's something that I learned so much from her, that you should not be ashamed of where you come from. Own your past, embrace it, and work on changing it for the better. I'm so happy for you, Rita. Very, very, very happy. I know you know it. You know it. You know we have talked about this day for quite a long time. I'm so proud of the person that you've become. The ancestors are rejoicing on your behalf, and I cannot wait for the future. I am supposed to be standing here with glasses. I don't know where they are, but the future is very bright. That even when I mention the word future, I can't see it. The future is very bright. You're going places. I admire your young, beautiful family. Mutueleza vibes are Pinteresty. We'll be seeing you and we are like, oh God, are we spoons or are we potatoes? Tell us. But you have built such a beautiful family, and we would like to be part of it. We'd like to be part of that family. But I am so proud of the person that you've become, coming from where you grew up from to where you are now. I am so proud of you. You give us hope, as the girls that have the same storyline as yours, to know that the future is bright, that we cannot be identified by our past.
My name is Brenda Ahurira, and I've known Rita for some time now. Rita is, I'm a friend to Rita, but I see Rita as a big sister. Somehow, I don't know how that happened. Much as she's not so older than me, but I see her as a big sister that I've never had. Yeah, talking about Rita, she's such an amazing person. She's such, I always say that she sets the bar too high. I always say that, and I'm so happy to have known her in this entire life that I've known her, and knowing her somehow has changed my life. Like I said, she sets the bar too high, so that's what I'm more grateful and more happy about our friendship and knowing her as well. And today I'm so happy that something we talked about some time back comes to life, and she gets to be a bride today, and I'm so happy, so happy for her. My message for Rita in this marriage, I mean, it's Rita. I know she's going to make an amazing wife and mom, of course. Rita, my message to you is, you know what you do best. Keep strong as you've always been, and keep true to yourself. I know this is just going to bring joy to you. There is nothing new other than joy, other than us experiencing more of you. I can't wait to see you as a great mom and a great wife. Yeah, congratulations, Rita.
Hi, my name is Noreen Urban Household CG. So I first talked to Rita in 2022. It was about business. Since then, we've been good friends. We've worked on a lot of things. That's how I became her friend and a business partner. Rita, thank you for all that you've done for me, for the heights you've taken me, for the lows we've discussed about, and for all the good memories we've had together. On your day, I wish you all the best in your marriage. I wish you everything good, like literally everything perfect. May you enjoy your big day, and may your marriage with Agre be a perfect one.
My name is Rowena Kangumi. I'm glad I met you, Rita. You've been sunshine in my life for the time I've known you. You've been a peace of mind every time we've shared together. I pray you remain sunshine, light in your home, to your husband, to your children, and to the people around you. I pray this life never changes you. I pray this marriage makes you even better. I pray you flourish in your marriage. Enjoy all the years of your life. May you grow together. May you love and dote on each other all years of your life. That I pray for you. We love you, Rita.